Welcome back to the show, the Union Street Podcast. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Got a good episode today featuring Javan Walston for the first time in person.
Yep.
Thanks for being here, Javan.
Yeah, not a problem, man.
And in the producer's seat, Mr. David Williams himself.
What's up?
It's here for David.
Yo.
Hey, David. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Appreciate you producing the show today.
Yeah, no problem.
So we're going to dive into a little bit of a reflection, look back on the last month at Union Street Arts, introduce you guys more to Javan and David, our two interns this summer, and talk about some of the cool projects we've been doing. So let's just dive in. So Javan, thanks for coming on, man. Javan's just started this past spring semester. He's a college student, Missouri State University. Javan, do you remember how this internship started?
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, I emailed you, right? Like very early, probably like January.
Yeah.
I remember I had the flu, and I was just over it, man. I was over it. I was like, gotta line something up. Looked around, sent you an email.
Yeah, cold email. That's how it happens. And it worked out well, and Javan's been rolling with us ever since, and it's been fun so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, been able to take you out to different shoots, get you out in the community, introduce you to people. Actually, Javan was there during the Lance Lynn retirement announcement podcast. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Probably one of my biggest milestones in life.
Mine too, man, actually. So it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
And David, you've been here. Gosh, this is your second or third year, David?
I think so, yeah. It's been like a while, yeah.
It has. David's kind of been around for a long time. And so appreciate you joining on this summer too, David. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to be here, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good place. And you both helped with the art fair, which was a big event last month that we had, the Union Street Arts Fair, the fourth annual event.
Yep.
Thought of it really well, other than the weather. What was your guys' thoughts?
Hey, I mean, we got a few hours of some nice weather before it got bad, but
Oh, yeah.
no, it was very enjoyable. I liked it. A lot of great vendors, Gallery 111, all them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And David, how was the music?
It was really good. There was like a lot of talented artists there. Yeah.
I was John, a lot of Matt Bosler, Heather Hammers.
Totally, yeah.
Jeremy Todd played at the end.
Right.
So yeah, it's just a great event that we love to put on and just showcase the local art and help some artists get going and get their name out there. Some of the artists, it was their first vending event, which it usually is at the Union Street Arts Fair. So it's just nice to be able to help them get on that platform, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so shout out to everybody that came to the Union Street Arts Fair. We'll throw up some pictures here just so you guys can get a little sense of it. And another big highlight was the debut of the big shiny ball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what that is, it's literally, that's exactly what it sounds like, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's just a big glowing orb, reflective. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And normally it lives in our studio. So if you've come to the studio, you've seen it. But that was the first time we brought it out to the street level and got to have the community experience some of that, which is pretty fun. David, what would you think about the shiny ball?
It was pretty nice. It was a lot of people were taking pictures and stuff, so it was pretty popular.
Yeah, that was kind of the intent, like an art installation on the square, because we don't see that very much, and I think it'd be really cool to do that more, to have a rotating art installation on the square where it can pop up for a season or for a month.
I don't know if you guys saw, there was prom people. They were taking pictures with it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, just again, an interactive art piece that people can take their picture with, prom can come to, and just kind of share online and have fun with it. So that was kind of an exciting debut there. And you'll be seeing more of the big shiny ball, or the bean, the Marion bean, as we call it here sometimes. Hashtag mini bean Marion. So tag us in those photos. And yeah, it was fun. We're going to do it again, and we're going to come back stronger like we always do. So
Sweetness.
Yeah, it's exciting. So the art fair was a big success, I'd say. We had about 20 vendors. So thank you to all the vendors. You guys are awesome.
Yeah. Shout out.
A lot of good talent out there, for real. And that kind of dovetails into some of the other art advocacy that we do. We do podcasts. This is a media agency. That's our bread and butter is podcasts, commercials, building websites, photography, social media. But we have a heart for the arts too. And we want to see a beautiful, creative, thriving community. That's why we do those types of events. And through that, going off of that, I had the opportunity to go to Springfield, actually, and was invited to the governor's mansion and the state capitol with art leaders from across the state to advocate for the arts in the state of Illinois. And it was a great trip. It was a quick trip, but I was able to meet a lot of important people in the arts at the governor's mansion, met a lot of amazing people doing so cool things across the state. And I was the only representative from Southern Illinois that was there.
Wow.
Or rural Illinois, actually.
Wow.
So Southern Illinois deserves a seat at the table and a voice to be heard when it comes to the arts.
Yeah.
And from this trip, there's been some amazing pathways opened, new connections made, not just for Union Street Arts or for the Marion Cultural and Civic Center, which I'm the vice president of the foundation for, but for artists and art businesses across Southern Illinois. And that's kind of some of the heart of what we do. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on that whole thing?
I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, you want to tell me a little more about it? Like, what did you do exactly, you know?
So the governor's mansion was a reception, and we got through security. It's a very historic setting right there near the Capitol, the governor's mansion, and Illinois Arts Council was hosting that night. They're basically the policymakers or the grantors of state grants for the arts, and basically it was a celebration of their 60th year. I don't want to call it a networking event because it was more than that. We also named a new state poet laureate, and it was really just a solidification of why the arts matter in Illinois and who those people in the room need to be.
Mm-hmm.
And the following day, after the reception at the governor's mansion, the governor spoke, many people spoke. I was able to talk to them. That was awesome. And then the following day, going to the Capitol with Illinois Arts Alliance, which is an advocacy group, we were able to sit in with legislatures, lobby in the hallways, and I was in the House gallery, standing up and making noise that arts matter in Illinois. And yeah, especially here in Southern Illinois, trying to bridge the gap between rural and urban when there might be a misconception or disconnect between the two. So that was the main goal.
I mean, Southern Illinois definitely needs more representation around art, just because I feel like, especially in Marion, our square is so centered around it, all the murals, just everything going on.
For real. We've seen an explosion of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like most people outside of, if you're not in Marion or if you're not in Southern Illinois, you wouldn't expect that necessarily. You wouldn't know that there's an amazing growing art scene here or music scene, how many new venues have opened. And we need more art in this world. Right, David?
Right, yeah. If you remember like 5 years ago, like at night it would be like such a sleepy town, and now it's like it's growing with more like art and music and everything like that, and it's such a great thing to happen
for
our community. Yeah,
for sure. And that kind of ties into an event that we all were at this past week, the Downtown Revitalization Summit that the City of Marion, the Delta Regional Force Alliance, I think is their name. Sorry, I forgot that wrong. They hosted. It was all about that. It's about why we've seen Marion being able to be revitalized. And there was amazing panelists there. Developers, people like Steve Fowler, Jeff Mayer, business owners. The mayor spoke. People came from across state lines. I think Missouri, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee, I believe, were all in attendance. And we really have something cool to show off in Marion with it comes to rural downtown revitalization. And I actually had the opportunity to speak at that on the power of arts and the power that it's had on revitalization here in Marion. So that was an amazing event to be a part of. What was your guys' thoughts? Because we were hired to film and the video and audio, right? So you guys got to sit, be a part of the whole thing. But what was your thoughts on that?
I mean, I thought it was a great thing, just all the local people sharing Marion's success story. I really enjoyed the Yellow Door, their panel, Anthony. And
Shout out, yeah.
yeah, shout out to him. I mean, he's building all these great homes around here. It's really turning this neighborhood into like somewhere you'd want to live, you know, somewhere more enticing for maybe people like my age to come back and actually work towards something greater. So, I mean, it was definitely a great experience.
Totally. A lot of great people like the Franks in the room. Shout out to their venue next door here, Yummies. If you're ever looking for a place to get married in downtown, definitely check out Yummies. Or if you're looking for a custom brand new home build, right off the square, they're literally transforming the neighborhoods here. Amazing stuff. David, what was your initial thoughts on the summit?
It was very long, I'll say that. Yeah. It was like 12 hours, but
It was.
yeah. It was great seeing this much like productivity like happening here in Marion, like seeing all sorts of new events and businesses and all that stuff like grow. I think it's such a cool thing to happen.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I'll just iterate one part of my speech is the importance of the Marion Cultural and Civic Center in downtown and the decision to rebuild after it had burned on the square. The decision to rebuild it on the square was pivotal and a statement that culture and music and arts belong in the heart of our downtown. And without the Marion Cultural and Civic Center being there and rebuilt in that spot, I don't think we'd see this revitalization. I know in my heart that we wouldn't. I wouldn't be here. Union Street Arts wouldn't be here if it were not for the Civic Center and those who made that decision. And they rebuilt it, and it was not cheap to do that. So we have a long history of that here in Marion, of people really wanting to see the town better, and through the arts specifically. It's just an amazing thing. What a creative time. I feel like we're in a renaissance. I keep hearing that over and over again in downtown Marion, but at the same time, there's still so much more that could happen, and I think will happen. And what would you guys like to see happen? What's an idea that you think might be missing or could be a cool creative thing to do, whether it's here at Union Street Arts or just in Marion and downtown in general?
Well, we were actually just talking about this, me and Javan.
Oh, cool.
Just more stuff for people our age, like for teenagers, or just like stuff for us to do. Because I feel like Marion kind of lacks that sort of area.
Yeah. Man, we need a club.
Oh, yeah,
we
definitely.
got to get a club.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here for the summer, but I don't want to go all the way to Carbondale to go to the club.
Sure,
man. Come
right.
on. We got to get that in the works.
Yeah, keep it close to downtown. Add to the music scene.
Yeah.
You know, we have a little Nashville that has a specific sound, to them. John Brown's books a similar. You know, they have their own music that they book. The Civic Center has a different type of show. So there's more and more genres like a club or even hip hop, even things like that that still could add so much variety. And you're mentioning young people wanting to be a part of and go out and check out and hang out. And maybe they don't want to go to Carbondale all the way over Route 13 and do it right here. So I think those are both great ideas. And so, it's good to hear from you guys about what you'd like to see because, you guys can make a change. If like you saw on that panel on that whole day, it just takes people doing it. So putting ideas out there and then, you never know what could happen from that. So appreciate you guys sharing that. My biggest takeaway, I think, was just, Marion, that Marion has just the people power, honestly. I mean, that's what I got because of the variety of the panelists, and many of them are from across Southern Illinois. But specifically Marion, I think, is led in a great way for the region in a lot of these topics. But I think it just takes people power, and there's some great people doing some great things. And so I think that's amazing. Anything else on the revitalization, guys? The downtown summit. Anything else you want to see for Marion down here?
I mean, not that I can directly think of. The summit, though, the lunch.
Oh my God.
That
Yeah.
shit was
Fire!
Yeah.
It was so good. Shout out to Blazing Trails. I think it was.
I think it was KB's barbecue.
Smoking K.
Smoking K.
Shout
Yeah.
out J
Smoking
Bev.
K. That's
Shout
right.
out J Bev.
Smoking K. We've had them on the Small Town Big Business podcast. Anyways, great, like the best brisket. Macaroni, pasta, salad, beans, you name it. It was absolutely fire.
It was fire. Yeah.
So good. So good. Yeah, so it's been a good week, man, and we've got some music stuff in the works. Art in the Garden is coming up soon, which is exciting. A big art festival that we help host. 618 Day is also coming up soon. We're working with Crown Brew and the Thomas family for that. They're going to be shutting down the block and kind of having vendors, music. We're going to be hosting a music show inside, as well as some local artists. So we're super excited to be partnering with them on that. Just again, community people, businesses working together to put on some event that's cool and, you know, something new to do as well. Put some music on. We're really looking forward to that as well. Both those events in June. So that's exciting. So mark your calendar for that week. June 18th is a Wednesday, and then that Saturday is Art in the Garden. So it's going to be a busy week over here, and I'm loving it. It's one of my favorite weeks of the year. So definitely keep a lookout for some more of our social media for calendar events like that, because we're going to be hosting some more music here too at Union Street Arts. And yeah, it's been exciting. Anything you guys, any shoots you've been on? I know, Javan, you said the Lance Lynn podcast was a pretty big deal. Has there been any other moments or projects that you think's notable, or what has been your experience here so far? I'm gonna put you in the hot seat a little bit, but just talk a little bit more about this internship you've been doing, and then what you're hoping to get out of it, and then maybe what's next for you.
Yeah. I mean, what I wanted to get out of it, I wasn't so sure about, just because I've never done anything like this. But, you know, getting here and like doing the shoots, like you said, going to kind of networking events and being able to connect with all these people. I mean, every part of this internship has been something that I can't learn in class. You know, it's something that I'm going to be able to carry with me into a career and after school that I'm not doing in class. So, I mean, that's what I've enjoyed the most about it. You've been a great, like, boss.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate you saying that. Not just 'cause I'm sitting here, though. Hopefully,
right.
yeah.
It's not just because you're sitting here. Yeah, it's been a great internship. I've had nothing but, you know, positive experiences through it all. The shoots, you know, I really enjoy it. I think I've kind of found my niche and where I want to go in things, and will continue to do that once I go back to school. So, yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you giving me the opportunity.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate you putting yourself out there, because so many times that's half the battle. You know, it's just taking that step and maybe putting yourself out there. Maybe it's uncomfortable, but that's where the growth will happen. That's what you got to do. And that's what I'm hoping you can get out of this too, is that knowing, you know, you can go get it. If you put it out there, you can do it. You know, if you can see it, you can achieve it. You know, just keep on the grind, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, you told me one of my first days, like, you got to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. So, I mean, that's what I've been trying to do, really kind of just grow, you know, develop character, develop, you know, business professional, like, skills, you know, personal development, all that. And I feel like I'm getting a lot of that here.
You're well on your way, man. You're ahead of the crowd, and just keep doing it, you know, and don't let anybody tell you can't do what you want to dream, right?
Right.
David, how about you, man? How's this summer been going for you?
Pretty well. Yeah. I think it's great to have a hands-on experience and doing all the things which I've been pretty interested lately. And I'm very thankful to have an experience like that, because it's great to just do all that.
Sure. Yeah. I think back to my my first job, and I was pushing a broom and a mop around, and you can learn some good work character, like showing up on time and wearing your uniform or whatever. But I feel like I hope that this can help you to have some of those work ethic skills, but also in your specific fields that you guys are interested in. Like I was working at a cafe. I was in high school. I didn't really know what to do. But you guys are ahead of the game because you're so young and you already have this direction. And I know what can happen with a little bit of encouragement and with the right combination of tenacity and personality. You can go far, man. So I'm excited for you both. Anytime you guys want to come back, I know Javen's going back to school. David, you will be too. But the door's open here, and we'd love to have you back. So.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Let's keep it going,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, it should be good, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
And we also, before we wrap, we've had a Swedish invasion here at Unistreet Arts this week. My sister's lives in Sweden. She's getting married to a Swede, but they're getting married here in Southern Illinois. So they're all here now, actually in the building right now. They've been getting ready. You guys got to meet a bunch of Swedes the other day, right?
Oh, yeah.
What was that experience like? Have you ever met a Swedish person? It's been a little bit busy this week than usual. So what's that been like for you guys?
I'll say I've never met a Swedish person before.
Yeah.
I crossed it off the bucket list, of course, as soon as it happened. No, really nice people. I mean, your family's great. I'm sure your extended family that's coming in is also great. And yeah, they've been nothing but nice. It seems like they're really interested in everything going on here too. So that's pretty cool.
For sure. Yeah. How about you, David?
Yeah. I don't know if you've told the podcast already why they're here, but.
Well, the wedding is this weekend.
Right.
At Blue Sky. Maggie and Morgan are getting married. And actually tonight, as we're recording this in like a couple hours, I'm hosting the welcome party. And so we're going to have like a bunch of people here. My family's traveling in from Chicago, from Springfield, from all over. And his family's from Sweden, 4,000 miles away. So there's a lot of moving parts going to be intersecting here in a few. And it's just exciting. And I'm honored to do it because, this has been a project I've been working hard on, the last 5 years. And even a culmination of 5-10 years before that. And just to be able to show them a little bit of that and bring them into it and, it becomes a part of the story, I just love that. It's really exciting for me.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a great thing going on.
It's cool, man. Yeah, so it's fun. It's going to be a celebration. And, I just, want to thank you guys for helping. You're always down to do whatever, whether it's, prepping for a shoot or, on hands-on deck on a shoot or setting up audio equipment. Whatever it is, it's always kind of changing day to day. But I try to tell you guys as well, you got to be able to be adaptable, go with the flow, and, you just kind of have to get it done at the end of the day. Like you mentioned, Javan, you might not learn a lot of this or any of this at school. School is very important, don't get me wrong, but just seeing how things are actually done, how businesses actually work, getting to meet these people, that's what it's all about.
Right.
A little peek behind the curtain. So
yeah,
it's been fun.
Oh, it's been great.
Yeah.
It's been great.
And Javan, I don't know if you mentioned this or if I did on your introduction, but Javan's going to school to be an audio engineer, right?
Yep.
And so you're finding some new direction there. And so, if you ever need a DJ at your college party or anything, hit up Javan and he'll get the tunes going for you.
Hey, I'll blast the tunes, man. Hire me.
That's right. So any closing thoughts? Stay up to date with this summer. You're going to see a lot more of Javan, David, and I and others on Unistreet Arts platforms, whether it's the podcast, social media. Follow up with us because we're going to get a lot done. This wedding has been kind of the point on the calendar that everything's been leading to the past few months. So once we're past this weekend, I'm excited to really hit the content hard and go this summer and just have some fun times making content, getting you guys more experience, making more connections with you guys, and just having fun at the end of the day too. So it's been a joy, and I'm looking forward to this summer.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Any closing words, guys? Any last thoughts?
Really cool stuff. That's it. Yeah.
Take it sleazy. I don't know.
Appreciate you guys. Awesome. David, you want to cue the outro?
Sure, let's do it.
And thank you for listening and watching the Union Street Podcast. Thank you, Javan Walston and David Williams, for being here. Super excited. David, can we get a round of applause? Thank you, David. You're the man behind the chair today. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Union Street Podcast. If you're interested in our media services, go to our website, unionstreetarts.com. You can find all our information there on podcasts, videos, websites, social media, whether it's business, a brand, an institution. Let us know what you want to do. Music video. We have a full array of services that we can provide. Creative, strategy. Borrow our brains for a while. We'll get something cracking for sure. So enjoy your weekend, guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna go enjoy and get ready for this party and for the car show on the square.
Sweetness.
It's happening, guys. A lot going on the square.
Oh yeah.
So until next week, guys. See you then. See ya.